Hey guys, it's Sarah from New England Junk Journals, and I am on with a Thrifty Thursday haul. Thrifty Thursday is hosted by Sherry over at Turquoise Dreaming. Hashtag Thrifted Treasures is hosted by Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic. Be sure to check them out, and I will have all their information listed in my description box. So I've got kind of a hodgepodge of stuff from a few different sources today. I have these two books that were left over that didn't get shown in the neighborhood yard sale videos. So I did end up picking these up as well. This is a Happy Day book, Tell Me About God. And this, I think the copyright is 1982. And this is just so cute. It's in really good condition. And I love the colors and the style. I could either make like an 80s journal out of it or take the individual pages and use them in different kinds of journals. So like a colorful journal, or there was some rainy day pictures in here. It's just so cute. Seashore. So I did get this one. I also got this little golden book, A Child's Garden of Verses. And I'm gonna have to reattach that if I want to keep it, all together. But these were both 50 cents, and it's illustrated by Eloise Wilkin. Yeah, I just couldn't pass it up. It's just too cute. So I'll have lots of uses for that. There was a yard sale that had this lawn care book. Thought this was interesting. It is like a 2-hole binder, and it was full of these little pamphlets from Scott's, like the lawn care company, Scott's. While there aren't any dates in it that I could find, the pages looked really interesting. They came out in different volumes and issues, I guess, for you to collect. All about different lawn care. But, it has like some branding, it has some illustrations. Thought maybe there might be some interesting articles in here. But it was really cheap, so I decided that I couldn't pass it up. There is all kinds of, I don't know, just interesting stuff. They're in, like, the pages are in different colors. And they had different, like, this is like a more shiny, smooth paper, and this is like a more matte and textured paper. Some other little inserts in here from Scott's. And some botanicals, talking about different weeds and plants that you could find in your yard. Little critters. So yeah, I'll find some interesting thing to do with it. I'll have to look it up on the internet and see if I can find a date, because I looked for a while and I couldn't find any dates on these. So, thought that was interesting. At that same yard sale, there were some linens. So I got this doily. I really love like the fineness of the crochet on this. It's really pretty. And they had these, I guess, placemats, or they're kind of small to be placemats. I'm not really sure if they were just like little dresser scarves or whatever. But I loved the stitching. This blue is really pretty. And I thought if I ironed it out, this might make a great journal cover for like a one signature journal. And I thought maybe I could glue or stitch it onto some cardstock to give it some, you know, structure. And that would make it really cute. I'd have to decorate it a little bit, but I think that'd be so fun. So I got 2 of those to do a little experiment with them. The rest of these books come from the transfer station. A few, oh, except for one. Okay, let me show that one, I guess. This was also from a yard sale. Marguerite D'Angeli's Book of Nursery and Mother Goose Rhymes. It's quite a big book. And it's an ex-library book. It's seen better days. Copyright 1954. And it's got a mixture of different pictures. It has these black and white pictures, little sketches. Interesting sketches. Or am I wrong? Maybe I'm mixing it up with another one. I was thinking they also had colored pictures. Oh yes, they do, okay. And then they have these kind of like painted pictures, which are really nice. A great amount of items to fussy cut. And I like how like the poetry is like broken down into these little, like you could just, you know, cut these out individually and they would look really cute also in a journal. So I did get that. And if you remember a couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago, depending on when this posts, I talked about there was like 3 big cardboard boxes outside of the transfer station full of like art books, and I had gotten some readers, like some old antique readers, and there was some garden books. So I did go back another time and did pick some up. Here is an art book about Van Gogh. And it does have some lovely pictures of Van Gogh. Now, or by Van Gogh. They are glossy, but I will figure out a way to incorporate them. Look, oh, isn't that so pretty? I think in Europe they pronounce it Van Gogh. One of my favorite artists. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. Oh, that's one of my favorites. That and Starry Night. And sunflowers. I like sunflowers. This was Will Barnett, a book of postcards. So I am not familiar with Will Barnett, but apparently, well, that's interesting. He is a renowned artist. These have a very unique style to them. So I thought I could incorporate these. They did have a Maine history book, and I'm slowly building up my library of books on Maine history. One, to do some Maine studies in our homeschool. And then after that, I would love to make like a vintage Maine journal. I think that'd be really interesting. There was the Rockwell's Complete Book of Roses. This was copyright 1966. I have these lovely, like, 60s style photographs in them. There's a lot of black and white pages in here too. But I just love like gardening pictures from the 1960s. They just have just a certain way about them The coloring is just very particular. It's very stylized of, you know, the 1960s. So I picked that up. Lots of pictures of roses. Oh, this is a big one. This is Taylor's Encyclopedia of Gardening. This is from 1961 is the latest copyright. This also has a lot of great pictures in it. I love how they're 4 to a page there. Those would make excellent journaling cards. The pretty backgrounds. I even like these lovely house pictures. Oh, hopefully you can see that without a glare. But yeah, where they have these beautiful houses in the background. I love those too. And just a lot of really awesome aged paper. And this is like the very thin paper that you might find like in a dictionary or a certain kind of encyclopedia. So there's also, you know, little black and white pictures in here too that can be used. Let's see. Shade and ornamental trees in color. Lots of patinaed paper here. This was 1965. Again, for me, that's like the sweet spot for these beautiful gardening books, because you just get these gorgeous pictures in there. Now ask me, do I need more gardening books? No, but these are so pretty. I love them. There was, oh, okay, yeah, another Van Gogh book. This one was gigantic. This is semi-gloss. It's not super glossy. It's just like semi-glossy. I don't know if it comes across that way on the camera, but it's just more lovely photos. Ones that I hadn't quite seen before. Like, I don't remember seeing this painting. So that's lovely to find. Milner Craft Series, Cool and Surface Embroidery, Inspirational Floral Designs. So it shows, you know, the techniques of stitchery to do crewel embroidery. And then it had some pictures of, okay, this is coming across. Can you see the texture right there on that page? Somebody has traced this in ink and left like an imprint. So it's a tracing outline. So somebody's used it already. And then there's the picture with the color examples. This one hasn't been traced, but so there's a bunch of tracing designs, and then it shows you, you know, the color, like what you should do, how to variegate your colors. So lots of fun stuff in here. I think these are really pretty. Intermediate level. got that. And that same day, they also had historic floral and animal designs for embroiderers and craftsmen. And yes, it is a Dover Publications book. Like they're pretty unmistakable when you come across the Dover books. And these have just some of these gorgeous designs in here. Reminds me of some pretty fabric that I usually find, or fabric samples that I come across. They have these lovely designs in them. This is from some Italian embroidery. So these will be fun to play with. I think these will be really nice. I got some watercolors from Temu. You guys will see the Temu haul at some point here. But I thought these would be really fun to play with those watercolors and see what I can come up with. So the last thing is I did end up going over to see the lady who runs the fabric store in a city close to me. And I told her that it was going to be a while till I could be back there because of my surgery. So I asked if there was anything that she had that she was getting rid of, and it was perfect timing. She had just put out a big bag of items right in front of the shop, and she said I could run right over and pick it up. So in the bag they had these little trim samples. They had a whole bunch of fabric samples. I'm not going to show you. I've put them in my large bin that I keep, that I pull from when I do my fabric sample bundle blind grab bags on Etsy. If you're interested, I have like 1, 2, and 3 pound like grab bags of fabric samples that you can order. But in that, she had a big bag of trim. Yeah, it had trim and it had laces and things. And this pretty blue and kind of like blue and tan or blue and goldish gimp trim. Had a whole bunch of that in there. And she was just doing a good clean out. So, you know, she'd thrown everything in the bag and I kind of had to sort it afterwards. Which was okay. It was fun to go through it. There was this lovely off-white eyelet trim. There were some, I'm assuming they're like collar pieces, like applique collar pieces, or maybe around the shoulder. Like, wouldn't that look good around the shoulder of the collar? There was a couple of those. Just a nice piece of lace. This collar was already put together with like a little snap. Thought that was lovely. Forgive me if you can hear my stomach. It's kind of early in the morning and my stomach's telling me, hey, you didn't give me breakfast yet. So I like this gathered lace here with the ribbon that goes through it. So I got a little piece of that. This is very vintage colored. And this, a lovely piece, a lovely collar piece that would go along there. Love that color. This was a handkerchief with some lovely embroidery on it. Does have a couple holes, but that's okay. I'll just use pieces of it. Sorry. There we go. Lovely. This is like a heavy crochet. I don't know. It's been crocheted in a circle. So I'm not sure if this is again a collar that's just wide like that, or what this was supposed to be, but I like it. More crocheted trim in different colors. Whoop, it's pinned together, so can you see it's got like some netting at the top. But that's lovely. I got quite a bit of this. That was nice. I like that a lot. All right. This was a very long piece. And the ends were kind of like that. Has some flowers embroidered along it. So, and then of course the back is like this. Now this has a tag somewhere. Oh, there we go. 100% cotton, ANS, RN with a number, and it says made in China. This little tag. So I'm not, I mean, it looks like something that would go around the shoulders and drape down. Interesting. And then there was this wired ribbon. It's kind of dingy on the end, but it has like this lovely floral print. So I can take the wire out of that and just use the ribbon. Along with that, there were this huge thing of variegated thread, cotton thread. I don't know if you can, I mean, you can see the variegation better when it's on the roll like that, but that's a lot of thread. That's awesome. There were also these really old spools of thread. The thread still seems pretty strong. Extra machine thread. Oops. And then on this side it says, best soft for sewing. And I don't know, they're wooden spools, but they look really old. This one says fruit of the loom. And that's a brown thread. There were these talon threads, 15 cents. Belding Cordicelli. Oops, sorry, trying to get it in frame. Fast to boiling. I don't know what that means. Guys, what does that mean? Fast to boiling. Color fast, like you can boil the red and it will keep its color. I guess maybe that's what that means. I loved this red, like a burgundy color. And I have no idea. It's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Cool. Quedbro Rog Winding. I don't know what that means. But that's interesting. This is like a styrofoam one. So I can't tell if these are like really old or not. I think they look old to me, but I don't know. This is Coats and Clark. I don't think Coats and Clark is like a super old company, but I could be mistaken. 15 cents. That's why I thought they were old, because you know, you can't get thread like that for 15 cents. Not for a long time. It's pure silk thread. Oh yeah, my stomach's going at it now. Bell waxed mercerized cotton, fast to boiling. Oh, lovely yellow shade. It's another one of those Talon brand. This is just, you know, like modern looking thread spool. And then this is a little one right here. Just trying to find any kind of like something that would distinguish it, but I don't know. Red Regina silk. So maybe it's from Canada. Don't know. All right. I think that is it. Oh, hang on just a second. The last thing that was in that was just a bunch of like seam binding lace and rickrack hem facing, all that fun stuff. Some embroidered appliques. Oh my goodness, you probably can hear my stomach so loudly. A strawberry applique. These cute little things. And this embroidered trim. So all in all, super fun, super fun. I enjoyed looking through all of it and was especially happy with all of those lace trims and crochet things. I mean, these were also in there. Some sew-on Velcro dots, heat and bond hem tape, and a vanishing fabric marker. And that is all. It was fun. I enjoyed looking through it, and I loved all of this old thread. That's going to be so fun to use. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Check out some of the other Thrifty Thursday videos. I love watching them. Those are one of my favorite videos to just watch people, what they pick up, you know, in their thrift hauls. So that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.